Welcome to the High-Tech Investments News Report for Week 18. The news report covers some of the many investments projects High-Tech Investments is currently involved in so you can follow our progress. We hope you will enjoy this news feed and look forward to your comments and remarks.
Hi, Bo here, and welcome back to this week's news report that has quite a few updates. We have a lot of things to go through here with Yield Notes. Steve, the CEO, has basically sent out another email on a range of topics. We're going to try and put everything together so in a very short form for you here, so you understand what is actually happening with Yield Notes and where they are going. We also have some recent beta tests, and we have some changes to multiple parts of our robots. It looks like some of them are definitely doing better, but we have also just received some bad news on one of our signals, and we're going to go through all of this in this particular video. So stay tuned, get yourself a cup of coffee ready here, because it's going to be a bit longer than you have seen in the last couple of weeks. So many things basically to cover in a short period of time. So let's just get to it. You don't get your 5%. This will only come in now on Yield Notes here in July. Basically 1st or 2nd of July, you will get the quarterly profit 5%, and you will still not be able to get this one paid out. I think everybody is aware of this by now. Now, the things that are just coming out here, and last week we complained a bit about Yield Notes and the NFTs. We didn't really hear anything back from them in a long time. This time around, Steve has basically made it up, I think, through a lot of different people asking the same questions as we are. And again, here I have part of the emails that he has sent out saying, in alignment with our roadmap, we are excited to announce the launch of new Decenomy coin website with Sapphire leading the way. And then there's basically a link to that particular site. Subsequent website will be launched shortly, boosting enhanced designs and improved ergonomics. I've seen some of those when I was there last time, so they look very nice and more slick, definitely for the future. Also here, again, he's just saying, introducing the streamlined masternoding here. So he says he's thrilled to unveil state-of-the-art multi-node system. The Decenomy multi-node script provides a comprehensive solution for seamless management of your basically DMY masternodes. With the centralized platform, you can effectively install, update, maintain, and monitor your masternode. So everything in one place. Automatically also get updates from your wallets, and we're going to have a closer look into this in the next couple of weeks to see exactly what they have done. We simply haven't had time since this email came out. The next part Steve is basically talking about here is the Decenomy asset collection growth. He says that the Decenomy asset base now proudly displays over 230 partners, pledging a potential annual transaction volume of 400 million. Sounds really good. This significant backing will contribute to the appreciation of our coins within the network. And then he invites us again to go in and join or sign up if you have a business that basically fit the description in here. So again, through decenomy.net. So have a look at that one if you still have your business, but it's good to see that the partner program is definitely growing. Now, the important part here is the Decenomy NFT launch update. And he mentions here, while we have concluded the technical preparations for the NFT launch, recent legal development has prompted ongoing consultation with our legal team to devise a compliance strategy. The approach will ensure you receive a legally secure NFT share of the entire Decenomy business. And then he tells us a bit again here that things have basically been delayed, and they will try and update us as soon as the news is coming available, which is obviously a bit of a bummer. But on the other hand, it doesn't really matter because we're not getting our money paid out. So hopefully they will be able to catch up in the weeks and months to come here. The last part is also subsequent websites will be launched shortly, boosting and enhancing designs. And basically what he has gone in here is basically setting up a range of links to social media. He says he has more than 60 in there, and basically laying the groundwork for the future growth. And obviously you can go in and find more links on the emails that has been sent out. So in the past week. The last part is the continuous Yield Notes commitment that he finished off with here. We want to reassure you that our masternode and staking effort on your behalf remains steadfast, and we are diligent working overtime to fulfill our roadmap objectives, aiming for a relaunch by end of 2023. And this is now the new part, or the first quarter of 2024. So obviously this NFT might now delay the entire process, where we thought everything would be back to normal by December 2024 here, or 23, sorry. But it now moves into the first quarter, so there's a big chance of that. Nothing, of course, is confirmed. We're still a long way from there, but that means that we are still almost a year away. So disappointing news, definitely. So, but at least we're getting some information out of them. No information on the SAPP or Sapphire coin seems to have indicated that this is going in the right direction. If we look at the shared masternoding for iHost MN, we can see that the return on the investment for the year is down by another % this week. 52% it was last week. Now it's down to 51.7. Shared masternoding overall, we are getting the 2.5% that we are quite used to by now here, and have been. It has been quite steady growth in that section at least. But overall coin development is down by 6% from last week. Last week we saw a bit of a positive spike. Unfortunately, we are back where we were from last week. And if you have a look at the graph, you can also see that has been a slow but surely moving upwards trend. And that seems to have gone away in this particular week. So sorry guys, things are not looking so bright yet. And with the information, there was not really much to get from the Sapphire coin there either. PNY in here is pretty much same again. We can see also a drop here, basically from 72% return on the investment per year down to 63%. And also the shared masternoding, that is actually stable. So from what we have seen from previous weeks, about 10% on the week. And overall coin development is basically not developing. There's not really anything moving on this coin. Minus 94% last week and pretty much the same this week. The graph looks like this, continues to look like it. There hasn't been any changes either on the Bitcoin, on the dollar or euro. So no real fluctuation in here, just continues to be very, very flat. Birake is the only one that seems to be moving. Last week it was down, this week is up again. If we have a look at the return on the investment, again on the iHost MN website, we can see that it's down by 3%, 146 last week, down to 143. And then we have the shared masternoding in here. We have about 6.5% in the last week, so not too bad. Overall coin development has definitely shot up by 30% again. So this is the only of the coins that we are back in positive, 18% last week and now 48. So at least a good indication. We can also see there's a small little upwards trend at the moment. So on the graph, we take that as a positive sign. If we have a look at Bitcoin, well, Bitcoin has been moving, so as it always does, but it has been trading more or less sideways. As you can see, we are pretty much on the same level as we were last week when we had our last news report, about 29,000. Has shot up quickly to 30,000 and all the way down to about 28, just in the 27, high 27s, and then back up again here. So no real major change in the last week. No real major change from Elevate Pass either on week 18. Very, very quiet at the moment, so 0.0%, so nothing has changed. And as we mentioned here quite a few times now, Elevate Pass has a new partner, and they seem to be basically looking at them to rescue everything there is in here. The partner is basically part of the platform. It's called Abundant Staking. It's two different separate companies completely. But you can go in and stake your USD in here, get somewhere between 2 to 7.5%. So per 2 weeks, and basically build it up from there. We are keeping an eye on it. So, but obviously this is very slow growth at the moment. So once we get some more information, especially from the CEO, we will definitely get back to you on that one. Now BNB versus USDT, that has also traded more sideways than it has gone up. And at the moment here, we saw it last week at about $330. Since then, it has gone down, gone up, and we were almost at the 340 mark here. So for the USD, Since then, it has gone down to 325. So pretty much trading similar to what we have seen on the Bitcoin itself. The Trillant platform here, we don't really have much news. The emails and news reports they have sent out here is very similar to what we have seen last week. It's about Trillando, it's about the KYB. As they mentioned here, 1st of May, all companies in the SAPP area are obligated to comply with the KYB requirements. This means for business transaction with partners in the SAPP area, you must ensure that you know their business identity and the purpose of the business relationships. This can be done, for example, by obtaining company registration documents, shareholder information, or financial reports. And this is basically what is being worked on at the moment. And let's not forget, we are still talking about staking. We are talking about staking on the TREE pack. The TREE is the coin that is in here, and you can again see the yield that we have every single week. Short term, 4, 9, and 26 weeks all provide either 1.5, 3.5, or 11%, and then these percentages are divided out over the individual weeks. All our packages that we have over the 52 weeks, so this is the long-term one, where we hopefully can also stake at a higher coin price at one point once it comes back, and we're going to have a look at that in a second. And then we have the yields that is provided over the 52 weeks is 50%. So let's go and have a look and see exactly where are the coins at the moment. And if we start off with xt.com in here, we can see that at the moment it is at basically 0007912. Last week it was at 0.0007460, and it has pretty much been stable all the way through. We are a bit up this particular week. And if we have a quick look also, you can see there's been quite a few both buys and sells this week. And now we are coming to the differences in between the two brokers that we basically have. xt.com, as you can see here, 0.0007912. And when we then look over to where we are on the coin store, we can see that that was actually pretty much the price last week. This week we are actually down 0.0007617. So there's a big gap at the moment in between the two, a lot bigger than what we have previously seen. We can also see here that things are being traded, and things are basically a bit lower on this particular one than what you just saw on the XT one. So just be careful if you go in and want to sell anything off, that you are aware which one is providing the best price for you at the moment. Let's go to Money Tree, and anybody who has followed our Money Tree for the last 4 weeks might have been a bit confused, because this is quite normal when we see, for example, for week 17 here, we see the Blaze broker is actually creating a bit of profit, $23, not much, but 0.3%. And then you look at the IG broker here, we are at minus $34 or minus 0.5%. So definitely two different complete results in here, and that has something to do again with the EA itself. It seems to be very broker sensitive, and that also means that in the future we are simply just sticking with the Blaze broker. We're going to drop the IG broker here because there's simply too many fake signals that continues to come in and destroy the results. Now we also have the results for April here, and the Blaze broker looks pretty okay, $145 or 1.9%. It is a bit low, but again, we are trading these EAs here in a very low and safe settings. We are now going to make some changes, but you can see also in April here, IG broker also again down in minus. It doesn't take the same positive results, and it simply took, I think we counted up something around 15 fake trades that only open up for 2 or 3 seconds, and it's only on 1 or 2 currency pairs. So you can obviously try and take those away and see if that's going to work in the future. Now we have also made a new video on the Money Tree, and that is basically where we are taking all the information that we have learned both from our own trading and also from the developers, Leap FX. We have gone into my FX book and we have looked at every single trade that is in there and basically optimize the EA for which currency we want to use. And we're going to show you the settings that we also use in there. And all of it is part of this video. It is very Excel heavy. We do apologize for that, but that is the way how to break things down and show you exactly how you can get mediocre results, as you have seen here, and even losses. You can turn them around to something positive. And that's also why we have updated our website. So if you go on the website for the money tree here, you can see our so-called normal settings. You will see them on the Blaze broker and IG broker. And then we have a new range of settings that we also explained in the video I just told you about before. We are now running a lot less currency pairs here, and that also means that we are now opting the challenge. So we're going for medium risk settings, and we're going for high risk settings, and you can find more about that. Now we also have a coupon code here, that you can use for a 10% discount. That 10% is valid until the 11th of May, and after that you will still get a discount, but it will only be 5%. So if you are thinking about buying it, there is definitely an opportunity here. And just to show you how well they have done, this is only for the past week since we have set up these new sections. There is quite a good and positive results out of those, both on the medium and on the high risk. So we'll have to see where we go from there. And as I mentioned before, this is only set up now for the Blaze broker itself. We also have news, of course, as always, on our profit retriever for week 17 here. The results is very low for the top 5, but if we have a quick look, the Aussie Japanese number 2, $708 or 7.1%. We have Bitcoin up there again with $466 or 4.7%. Bitcoin is actually coming back into the copy link service because it seems to be doing quite well and people are asking for it. So we have sent the request to get it back on here with Alex and Expert Forex, and hopefully they will have it up so we can run them sometime next week. US 32 has also done okay, $428 or 4.3%. US CAP $314 or 3.1%. And the second Aussie USD $312 or 3.1%. Overall, top 5 is still very, very low compared to what we normally have. $2,227 or 4.5%. But it's definitely still good to see that things are moving forward. If we have a quick look also in the entire month of April for the top 5 here, we can see the US2 has made $1,287, 12.9%, so definitely a good and approved results. The FTSE 100 also seems to do quite well at the moment, $1,165 or 11.6%. And then we have Aussie Japanese 2, $1,005 or a clean 10%. And then Aussie USD, $966 or 9.7%. Aussie USD 2, $951 or 9.5%. Overall, as you can see, there's either a lot of indexes here or the Aussie USD currency is the top of the charts with $5,374 or 10.8%, which is still a lot lower than we are used to seeing. But at least things are moving. A lot of the EAs are still working, despite some of them in a drawdown. And we can also see that recently here, the drawdown has been quite heavy. We ended up on our portfolio trading, so for the month of April, with only $9,730 overall. And after that, it is basically a bit of a hope that May is going to be better, but we actually have some new information just a few minutes before we're actually starting to shoot this video. We have seen gold last night basically jump up to the all-time high. It's only been there once or twice before in the last 10 years, and that has basically crashed our account. We're going to have a closer look into that at a different point in time, but that is very unfortunate. That has been trading for more than 300 days. So very, very sad news. Obviously, it made somewhere around the $30,000, I think. We will have to look into that, and that means that there was possibilities of taking money out as the account was increasing. So if it would have been a live account, we might have made only $10,000 and then lost the last 10 or 15 here the last couple of months. So very disappointing. So we were hoping that this could continue for a long period of time. Now we have our new video also here. So this is the 4-week review, and we're going to put that out every single weekend, so you have a chance to figure out exactly which ones are the best. We are taking the top 10 results, and this is for week 17. So the last week was a bit of a low one again. So the top 10 results made 8,000 over the last 4 weeks, but still it is good and steady progress. And you can go in and see every single week and every single signal here, how they are doing, to see if that is something that you want to trade in the near future. Now, we were also very excited last week here, so where we had a new beta testing of the profit retriever itself, and we have been working hard on this one. We sent this particular video out where we are exposing the results. What we did, we tested on 3 different currency pairs, and we tested on different time periods to show you the difference in between what we already had set up and what we are expecting to test. Now, this was only 1 week, so again, not enough time to double check everything and see how it's working. But since then, we have tried the new one that has been released, and some of the results on some of the currencies is almost doubling the profit while still keeping the drawdown at bay. And that's why also we have made some changes also on this particular website. We have made sure that, as you can see in the bottom of the screen here, that the last 4 of these top 10 weekly reviews, where we also use the top 5 and explain a bit about which ones are going well and what actually is happening. You can find them in there now also. They are on top of our normal video list, so easy to get a hold of. And if you want to do any more on the profit retriever, if you want to trade it yourself, then you go in on the profit retriever trading icon here, and you'll find a lot more videos on it. We also have videos from Alex and Expert Forex, and we have even made a new site where some of these videos are in, so basically changing the website layouts. And if this is too much for you and you simply want to copy the signals, then go to the copy link trading icon instead, click that one, and then you'll also get a lot of details and information on the different signals that is being traded. Now, Expert Forex and Alex hasn't really put many videos out this week, but he put a very important one out, basically an upgrade for May 23. And what that means is the profit retriever, the beta version that we actually tested, it has been released this week, and we said we are already updating this one. Just make sure that when you update it, that you switch off any live trading here, because otherwise it can get confused. We have seen that before. Or you simply wait until the weekend where you can power your VPSs down or whatever you have running there, upgrade the EA, and then load your set files again to make sure that everything runs without any hitch. And that's pretty much what we had for you in this week's news report. We hope that you enjoyed it. We hope that also the coffee that you poured about half an hour ago is still okay. And I hope to see you sometime next week. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed our news report. So please don't forget to like and add your comment below, as we would love to get your feedback. But before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to keep the notification bell turned on. That way you will never miss any of our future videos. We hope to see you back on this channel very soon.